In this video, I'll be going over Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a way for you to post questions for your students and have them reply in a video format. With Flipgrid, when you sign up, you want to make sure that you're signing up for an educator account. With the educator account, you are getting full access to all the functionalities within Flipgrid. Once you have your account set up, you will be in your Flipgrid account like I am, and you will click on Create a Group. Creating a group is essentially setting up your classes on Flipgrid. So you would give it the name of your class. For example, they have here Language Arts Hour 1. I'm going to name this Workshop 101. And this is the join code specifically just for this group that I have on Flipgrid. The next thing you want to do is just click on Next, because we're going to leave the add student options as student emails. The reason why we leave it like that is because we are a Google school. So we only want our students from Caldwell University to be added on to our groups. And I'm going to click on Next. Here where it says add emails, we are only going to add the ending of everyone's email, which is the @caldwell.edu. This is going to let Flipgrid know that only people who have this email address are able to join our group. You're able to add guests who do not have a Caldwell email address, but that is an optional thing, so you would want to check that off and then just put in a password for them to be able to gain access. For this example, I will not be doing that. I'm going to click on Next. And then this, we're going to skip for now because I do not want to duplicate any of my topics. And I can simply just copy this code and share this link with my students on Blackboard so that they can join my group on Flipgrid. So I'm going to just go to group. And here when I go to, when I'm in my group, this is what it looks like. It's going to have the name of the group, the date I created it. My join code is going to be there again. And this is just like a little banner image. If I wanted to change the banner image, I can go to Actions, Edit Group, and I can change the information that I have here. If I have my own image to add, I can add it here, or I can look through the options that I am given and select something that I think would be better. I'm going to choose this picture because I like it better, and just click on Update Group. Another thing that you can do when you click on Actions is add a co-pilot. That is a co-teacher. If you know, two instructors are teaching one course, you can have one Flipgrid and co-pilot the group. You can also duplicate the group, set up group notifications, team integrations. That is, I believe, a Windows application. You can export the data and you can delete the group. Those are the other options you have here. Once your students do join, you'll see that where it says students, you have people's names and email addresses listed, and you'll see, you know, the last time they accessed and, you know, if they've added videos. Back to the topics though, here's where we want to start adding those questions. So I'm going to click on Add Topic. And here I'm going to fill this out for the topic that I want to create. As you can see here, I filled this out. I'm going to just do an introduction topic, and I've, you know, given it a title, and I've given them, you know, what they need to do in the video here. The next things you want to establish is the recording time. By default, it's set to 1.5 minutes, but if it needs to be shorter, you can definitely set that to as short as 15 seconds and as long as 10 minutes, depending on, you know, how in-depth the conversation will be. I'm going to put this as a 15-second recording. Closed captionings will automatically be generated in English. But if you need to change the language, you do have a couple of options here. The next thing you can do is the video moderation. So that means that you as the instructor would need to pre-approve, the videos that get shown to everyone. You would first need to watch all the videos, and after you have watched them, you can make sure all your other students can watch them as well. By default, that is not selected. You will need to check that option if you want to do that. The next thing you can do is add input media into the topic. So you can record a video yourself, upload a video that you already have recorded, add a YouTube or a Venmo video, upload an image, add a GIF, add an emoji, or if you have any other kind of media from any of these other resources, you can input them. For now, I'm going to add a GIF. And because it's an introduction, I'm just going to search for the word hello and select an image that I like here. I'm going to pick this little penguin. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go to more options, and this just shows you other things. If you want to add a web link, you can definitely add a web link. You can add up to 9 external links. If there's, if the conversation is, please read an article or watch a video, and then, come back here, this is where you would want to add the link. The topic status by default is going to be active so that all students can participate in, but you can also freeze it if you no longer want anyone to participate in it. And you can schedule dates as to when it becomes available and when it, no longer is available for your students. So you know how often you're going to get notifications. This has daily when there's new videos submitted. You can set it to weekly or whenever there's a new video. And here for video features, by default it's set to selfies and videos. So the students needs to record their video and then submit a selfie. You can change that so it's only a video or it's only a selfie, or you can keep it to both. And you can and these are the pre-selected things. So video comments, that means other students can reply to students videos in a video comment. It's going to keep track of views. People can add sticky notes while they're recording. It allows the students to edit, that means trim, delete, or rearrange the clip. Add attachments, and if you want your students to have a like button, you can add that option as well. And then lastly, here is the feedback section. So feedback, it's by default selected as basic, which is idea and performance. But you can customize this if you have some kind of rubric and add your own criterias. So you would give this a criteria, the name of the criteria, a description of what that criteria is measuring, and then a numeric number of, what's the minimum score is 0 and your maximum score. For here, I'm going to say 5. And I'll show you what this looks like once we're grading one of these. But for now, I'm going to leave it as basic. And if you want to have the same settings for all your videos, you would just click on Save Changes to my default settings. But I'm not going to do that for this example. And I'm just going to click on Create Topic. So the topic's been created. If I wanted to share the topic with my class on Blackboard, I would copy the link and share it on Blackboard. I'm going to click on All Set now. And this is what, my discussion looks like. It has the title, the prompts that I need to follow, and then this little fun GIF here on the side. So once your students have joined Flipgrid, they're going to see the topic that's there listed for them, and they'll simply, read the instructions and click here where it says Start the Discussion. So they would click on Record a Response, and this is going to appear. Their camera is going to turn on, And basically it's letting them know they have 15 seconds to record their video. So I'm going to click anywhere. So as you can see myself here, and you have a couple of options. You can click on the little three dots here on the side. And this lets you upload a clip if you already have something pre-recorded. You can mirror your image. So this just changes the way it's set. So when I click on it, that's the only change it does. I can mute my mic if I wanted to, or if I wanted to, instead of recording myself, I can record my screen. But I'm not going to select any of these options here. The other thing that I can do that's a little bit more fun for your students would be the effects option. So they can add filters, fun colors to the screen. If they're feeling kind of shy, they have this pixelated option, or this Lego option, which doesn't let them see, all their face. It's just, this array of like different colors and shadows. So your students, can definitely go through these settings and select something. Um, they can also have, a frame here, and there's a couple of fun things that they can select through. They can add an emoji, they can add text to the screen, they can draw something. If they wanted to, they can click a board. And if they wanted to like draw something here on the side, they can definitely do that. But for now, I'm gonna just keep it like this. Other things that they can definitely do is, if as I'm playing around with these things, I might have forgotten what my prompt was. Up here, I can just click on where it says show topic, and it's going to show me, what I need to be discussing in this 15-second video. And the other thing I can do is I can add a sticky note if I needed to on my screen to like help me out. But I'm just going to click record, and it gives me a countdown so I get myself ready. And as I'm recording here on the top, you can see there's a green bar just telling me how much time I have left in the video. If I don't like what I've said so far, I can click on redo. Otherwise, I can just pause it. I can't view it right now, but if I want to view what I've recorded, I would just click on next. And here the video is playing for me, so I could see if I like it or not. I'm gonna keep it as is, and I'm gonna go to next. The next thing it does, like I said, it makes you take a selfie of yourself. So I'm just going to take a picture. And I'm going to click on next. So now that is, that is the little thumbnail for the recording I've made. If I wanted to share a link, I can put one here, and I can give it a title if I wanted to, but those two options are optional. But lastly, I'll just click submit. And I get this little success with the little fireworks on my screen. I'm going to click complete, and my video should appear there if I reload my page. As you can see, my video is up there. It has 0 views, no comments, and no feedback so far. But when I click on this as the instructor, I can watch the video that my student did. And if I like it, what I want to go is I'm going to click here where it says feedback, and I can give them feedback. So because I clicked on the basic rubric, I only get ideas and performance. So I'm going to give myself a 3 on ideas and a 5 on performance, and I can give them, a private comment on their performance overall for this. If I want to give them private feedback, it kind of explain to them rather than typing it, I can record myself giving them the explanation. But then that I would click on email feedback, and then the students would get an email about, that you graded them, the grade they got, and the feedback you gave them. Students, when they are interacting in Flipgrid, need to post videos. So here I've done this before, and I've have examples here, and I'll click on this video where I'm just recording myself. And as you can see, the closed captionings do come up here. And here I had someone comment and there's a comment